creator and spiritual teacher Sally Estlin. I'm dedicated to empower entrepreneurs by sharing practices, tools, resources, and more on my show, Spiritual Teachings with Sally.
Hi, everyone. Yeah. To empower entrepreneurs. And and you can find out more about my fashion products and services at empoweredclothing.com.au. So without further ado, let's get into the show. Today's topic is how to unlock your potential to create meaningful change with coach, spiritual guide, and co-founder Deb King. And as I bring up Deb, she's such an awesome soul. I'll just introduce her with a short little bio. So come on, Deb. Deb's an award-winning coach, spiritual guide, and co-founder of Coach Training Campus. Hi, Deb. Thanks for coming.
Hi. Thanks so much for having me, Sally. I'm super excited.
Let's just introduce you a little bit. You empower coaches, healers, and leaders to transform their wisdom into high-impact, results-driven coaching. You've got over 2 decades of experience drawing on a range of modalities, and you're so passionate about guiding individuals on the journey of self-discovery and empowerment, and you totally are. So you've led transformative retreats and mastermind groups all over the world, including Tonga, Bali, Costa Rica, and of course here. And you're a leadership ambassador and facilitator of global women's empowerment initiatives, and you've inspired countless number of people to unlock their potential, thrive, and create meaningful change. So you believe that by embracing your inner truth, we have the power to shape both our lives and the future of humanity. So welcome, Deb.
Thanks, Sal. I'm really, really thrilled to be chatting with you. You're such an inspiration. So it's a very big honor.
Oh, that's the Mutual Admiration Society. And how's the topic? It's something right up our alley, both of us. Unlocking
100%.
your potential to create meaningful change. So that just leads straight into your empowerment journey. You went from a party animal days in London for many years seeking happiness externally to then your personal, spiritual, and business development journey, loving yourself and feeling genuinely happy. Do you want to share a little bit more about your story?
Oh, yeah, sure. So, yeah, I was working in London. I was working in a record company and nightclubs. I was on the bar, then became a bouncer and then a nightclub manager and I was a party animal. And eventually I realized it wasn't fully fulfilling and really was time to do something else. And things happened where I ended up coming back to Sydney in 2003 to do my first life coaching course, which was the start of many courses in coaching and healing modalities and spiritual connected beautiful mentors, beautiful, like, so much development in the personal, spiritual, professional, coaching, business, all the developments for the last 20 plus years. So yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it's an inside game, isn't it? So
100%.
We can have all this external validation, but it's very superficial. And, the deeper spiritual work is where you're going to find that alignment and flow. Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's where the magic is. We have so much potential to access within us. Every single one of us has infinite potential, infinite possibilities. We're only using the tiniest fraction of what is possible. So it's very exciting times to tap into more of that, and the world needs that right now.
Oh, absolutely it does. Absolutely. It's like we only use this much of our brain. So it's interesting. So for the last 20 plus years, you've been doing the self-development and then life coaching and things, but where has that taken you to today?
Yes. So it's a little bit more business focused now for supporting coaches with their business. So at Coach Training Campus, we are really working with the leading edge coaches that have experience and wisdom, a real calling, because actually AI is here now and most coaches will be replaced. So the ones that really know they're meant to share what their genius is, we support them to in this, what you're showing with the model. I can talk you through it. We show them some really cool ways to basically thrive in business and leverage AI rather than be replaced by it.
I think that's a really big pivotal point, is that things are progressing at such a rapid rate these days, and we can't have our head in the sands. We have to have some sort of awareness of AI and use it for good, not evil. So that's what you've done with the Coach Training Campus. Do you want to talk us through that, how you've got this pivotal model where AI is at the centerpiece of it all?
Yeah, thanks, Sal. So yeah, we like to do it in colors. We've got 3 zones: orange, blue, and green. And each area is something that we can continue to enhance our mastery in, and we use AI to leverage and fast track how we progress in each of these areas. So to give you an overview, the orange zone is really the area that we make the biggest impact, the wisdom we bring to the world, and we call it our unique intelligence, our UI. That is all the things that we've learned and the experiences we've been through, and every single one of us has so much to bring in that space, and it's really powerful when we unpack it, the traditional and the more woo-woo and the leading edge or whatever it is that we have, integrate that so that it's articulated powerfully, verbally and visually. Then we look at the blue zone, which is who is the audience that we want to serve with all this wisdom, and what is it that they care most about? What's their biggest, most pressing problems that they're willing to pay money for, or their biggest desires, and the language they use to talk about that. Because often coaches are so jazzed about the modalities they use, or the healing modalities and things like that, their orange language, we would say. Even the word coach is an orange word, because it doesn't, for your potential client, they don't know how that helps them. They want a result. And so the blue is something it's an ongoing journey to keep our eyes and ears open for what is our audience really wanting and needing in the language they use. So that's really powerful area. And then of course the green zone, this is super powerful because this is based off unique wisdom that came out of my business partner Gabby's research. And when she shared it with me, I was in my career thinking, I wish I'd known this up my whole 20 years. And it's not taught anywhere else. So this is very unique in terms of how to ensure we get results for clients, because that's really what they're buying. They're buying results. They're not buying coaching or healing. So there's specific structures and tools that actually mean you can guarantee results, which is so cool, because most of us don't want to guarantee results because it's up to the client to do the work.
Yes.
But they are coming to us because they can't do it alone. And when we have the right structure and tools, we can really help them see and feel their progress through that journey. And it's very transformative. And the example I'd use is, when we help a client shift and transform, it's like we help them turn into a butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
When they become a butterfly, they embody that state of the butterfly and can fly away without remembering what happened in the cocoon, unless we have the right structure and tools to ensure they really see all their development areas in all the ways they've done that in the journey. And when that's done right, the client is likely to stay longer, refer more, and truly be a raving fan. It's very, very powerful. And then we just keep getting better and better at these, leveraging AI to make sure we're at the leading edge. And it's a fun way to approach it.
It's fun, but also it's a game changer. We can't keep doing how we used to do things yesterday. Like, we've got to be ahead of the curve. And when you said just earlier, the future of coaching is, it's up in the air in many ways, unless we are working with AI to be our friend and not against it. So what I particularly love is that you have language specific for each of those areas. And when you're talking to your customers, you're talking with the language that they relate to. I get that, because we're in the coaching world, we got caught up with the acronyms and this and that. But to the punter on the street who's got this real problem, you can't talk woo-woo. You got to talk in the same language, right? And be at their level.
Exactly. And so an example of that would be, say, someone who's helping people with burnout, which is very common right now for well-being and leadership coaches to help people with burnout. But if they lead with that, and that's their orange zone, they're likely to not be connecting with as many people as they could, because if they were thinking blue language, most people experiencing burnout don't realize they're experiencing burnout, may not call it burnout yet. They're talking about, I'm snapping at my kids, I'm tired, I'm overwhelmed, I'm just not coping. That's the blue language that they're speaking, and kind of thinking, I need help, like in that way. So ideally the coach is speaking to that blue, then taking them on the journey with the orange through the green. So the UI, the CI, and the SI, the solutions, the package is designed so that you're measuring the pathways of not just what the client wants, but all the areas that you're helping them develop. And with the AI as well, like truly AI is going to replace not just coaches, but so many jobs. the opportunity for coaches is to help people navigate this. So it's huge. There's a massive opportunity for us right now.
Absolutely. And I think we should mention that you actually got a free series of videos that you're offering up just for viewers of Spiritual Teachings with Sally. So do you want to talk through that?
Yeah, special gift for your amazing audience, Sal. So we did an event which was focused on AI and the future of coaching. Then we turned it into a video series, and that is $49 US. But for you guys, you can put in the code Sally and get it 100% off. So you just go to coachtrainingcampus.com, go to the campus where the courses are, and you find AI and the future of coaching. Put in the code Sally when you enroll, and you can watch it and get the insights. It's quite mind-blowing, the amount of change that we're about to experience and how different the world's going to look in the next 5 years.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you so much for that, Deb. And I will put it in the text once we post this up. So you've also brought along an empowerment tip: embrace the power of curiosity. I think that's really important, right? Do you want to expand on that a little?
Yeah. So when we were talking about, I was in London and seeking externally for happiness, and I was very judgmental on myself. And I have huge passion for us to transcend judgment, because I think that is the most beautiful way and highest quality of life we can have. The best way to let go of judgment is to get curious. So if we get curious about everything, then it's quite a magical journey, and it really allows us to tap into more of our potential and possibilities.
Oh, I love it. It absolutely. I mean, it ties completely into our title today: unlock your potential to create meaningful change. But get curious, start discovering, and expand your senses on all levels. So I've brought along an empowerment share today too, all about your potential. Align your skill set with your passion to find your purpose. And ultimately, our purpose is to help others to be happy, healthy, and wealthy on all levels. And when you're doing things that you love, it's not a chore, it's not a job. And that's what I love about you, because you fully immerse yourself in what you do because you love it, and you totally want, particularly now, to help coaches navigate their way forward so that they're not sort of left behind in the dust. And that links entirely into my empowerment tip: follow your joy, which is an acronym. It's the journey of yours. Just follow your heart and what brings you joy, because then it's just, you're going to have a wonderful life. And allow that curiosity to continue on, right?
Oh, I love the acronym.
Yeah, the journey of yours.
Yeah,
It's powerful, isn't it?
yeah.
So we always finish off on our shows with pulling a little Bling Angel card. So I thought growth, because this is about, creating some meaningful change in your life. So let's just shuffle up and see which card we get today. All right, this one's come up, and it says, where could I add more fun into my life? Oh, you are the funster. So what lands with you? Where could I add more fun into my life?
For me, I need to dance more. Dance more.
I love that. I do card readings every single day. So if anybody wants to have a card reading, reach out. But there has been a theme lately, and that is about having more fun and playfulness in your days, because we're not here for a long time. Let's make it a good time. And it's important to have fun and playfulness into your days, so that, we're not just going through the autopilot of wake up, do your routine, and go to bed and, rinse, repeat the next day. We've got to have fun, variety. Variety is the spice of life, isn't it?
It's so good. Variety is so cool, but fun, oh my God, that lifts our vibration. That allows even more of what we want to happen and create. That's the best place to be creating from. So it's not like a light, fluffy thing. It's an important thing. Have more fun.
I think it's at the moment, with the vibe going on, with going through this energetic shift, fun has to be up the top. I'm telling you, every week it's the same theme that's coming through. Have more fun, have more playtime, have more, balance, but it's fun. Have that laugh that gives you an abache that creates a six-pack, right?
That's right. And it's so good for our well-being. It's so good for our creativity. It's so good for us living the life. Like, why we're here is, like, why not have a blissful, joyful life?
Because
fun.
we're talking about creating meaningful change in your life, right? So, Deb, thank you so much for joining us today. I've got your details up here, and I'll put it when I post it as well. But reach out to Deb at coachtrainingcampus.com, particularly if you're a coach, because, as we said, AI is going like this, and you're ahead of the curve and helping coaches utilize that in particularly the program that you've got, and helping relate to clients in their language, right? So that you can have results and outcomes. So thank you, Deb. I'm going to drop you down. And thank you so much for being on Spiritual Teachings with Sally. Let me just find you on the screen here. And so thank you, everyone, for joining us again. You can join me for another episode of Spiritual Teachings with Sally next Wednesday at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central, and Thursday Australian, 8 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So with that, it's all complete, but I look forward to catching you all next week. And thanks for joining us. See you later. Bye.